all this week in London, a judge has been holding hearings on Britain's phone hacking scandal. Some of the stories we're hearing getting scarier by the day.
Yeah, on Thursday, Harry Potter author J.K. Rowling, who knows about those scary stories, told how tabloid reporters frightened her. And CBS News correspondent Charlie D'Agata is in London with more. Good morning to you, Charlie.
Good morning to you, Rebecca. Yes, at one point, J.K. Rowling said she wished she had a cloak of invisibility in order to hide from reporters. Although the hacking scandal prompted this inquiry, it's really taking a closer look at media intrusion and what, if anything, can be done about it.
She may have risen from obscurity to become one of the richest women in the world, but J.K. Rowling could never be described as publicity shy. But she says the treatment from an army of photographers camped out in her front yard made her furious.
Well, there were two particularly bad periods where it really was like being under siege or being a hostage. After the birth of each of my subsequent children, for a week, it was impossible for me to leave the house.
The trouble began soon after the publication of her first Potter novel back in 1997 and got worse over the years. She says one journalist even stuck a note inside her daughter's school bag.
It's very difficult to say how angry and how angry I felt that my 5-year-old daughter's school was no longer a place of, complete security from journalists.
Actress Sienna Miller, former girlfriend of actor Jude Law, said media attention made her feel violated, very paranoid, and constantly anxious.
I would often find myself, I was 21, at midnight running down a dark street on my own with 10 big men chasing me. And the fact that they had cameras in their hand meant that that was legal.
She's already won a $160,000 judgment against Rupert Murdoch's News of the World newspaper to settle claims her phone was hacked. She says she now feels terrible. She wrongly blamed friends for leaking information to the papers.
Having changed my number and being pretty convinced that it couldn't have been as a result of hacking, even though that was my suspicion, I accused my friends and family of selling stories.
Former tabloid editor and CNN host Piers Morgan is the next big name to make an appearance at the hearings. He's also been accused of ordering employees into hacking people's voicemails, allegations he denies. Rebecca?
Yeah, Charlie, so many big names getting involved here. And this isn't really the first time that the British tabloids have been accused of crossing the line. They have a long history of doing it to get the story. So why do you think they're getting so much attention this go-round?
It was brought up by Prime Minister David Cameron, who demanded an inquiry. It was after revelations that the News of the World had tapped into murdered schoolgirls' voicemails and then deleted them. At that time, the Prime Minister decided that more should be done to look into these hacking allegations and to broaden that into media intrusion in itself. And that's why so many celebrities are stepping forward to air their grievances.
All right, good point. CBS's Charlie D'Agata in London. Thanks, Charlie. Have a great weekend.